All right, I am live. It is Tuesday afternoon. I figured I'd do a quick unboxing video, show off some of the stuff I've been buying online, and then also I bought a really cool stash of old catalogs from like the 1920s up to the 90s. There's a lot from like the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. So this is a Sears Christmas catalog from 1949. So maybe a little later in this video, I'll show off a few of the really cool catalogs I got. The Christmas catalogs people love because of all the vintage household stuff and tools, but then also Christmas decorations and toys. So this is 1949, so it's all kinds of really great old toys. So a little later in this video, I will show you some more of these. And actually, I made a video earlier today showing these off. I'll probably post that in a couple days. Again, lots of toys and fashion and household stuff and tools and sporting equipment. All kinds of really great content. So that's a Sears Christmas catalog. I got this big Montgomery Ward and Company. This is spring and summer 1929. Again, this one has everything. It has the household stuff, the outdoor stuff, bikes. Again, that's 1929, so pretty cool. The newest 1929 colors. Bikes and camping supplies and tools. Stoves, washing machines, all the household stuff, ballpoint pens and jewelry and accordions and banjos and smoking pipes and shoes and gloves and suits and fashion and hats and lots of dresses and home decor and furniture and stuff like that. So a little later in this video, I'm going to show off some really great catalogs. I think the earliest one is 1920, so I'm excited to show you those. But first, I'm going to show you all of my online purchases. Stuff I've been buying the last week here. Actually, I really haven't been buying much on eBay the last... I don't think I bought anything. I bought some stuff today, but I don't think I bought anything the last like 4 days on eBay. I don't know if I'm just not spending time searching through pages of eBay books or what the heck is going on. I don't know if I'm just not finding deals or I'm not spending the time looking, but I haven't bought hardly anything the last several days here on eBay. These first two books came from Jason over at Rugged Cross Rare Books. You can find him on Instagram and eBay. He has really high quality, mostly leather books, really high quality leather books. Actually, he did a Instagram live book sale a couple weeks ago, and that's where I got these. And actually, I'm hopefully going to be doing an Instagram live with him selling him books here in the next month. So first, we got a really nice Jules Verne, From the Earth to the Moon. Very unique cover on this one. Check it out with the sea monsters. Back cover's plain, but really great cover and spine on that one. I'm curious. I haven't checked yet, but I'm curious. I would assume, yeah, this is the Jules Verne series, so I would assume there's a big lineup of all of his titles with these bindings. So that'll be, I guess, a project of mine is to track down the rest of these Jules Verne. Yeah, here we go. The Lily series. Bunch of different authors and titles. From the Earth to the Moon by Jules Verne. Nice sci-fi frontispiece on that one. No date, but I would think that is maybe circa 1900 to 1910. I'm not sure. And again, these came from Jason, Rugged Cross Rare Books. Rugged_cross_rare_books on Instagram and eBay. I don't think he has his eBay, but I'm pretty sure his eBay username is the same. And again, really, really top quality stuff. I've been buying books from Jason for probably a couple years now. And again, hopefully me and him will be going live together on Instagram in the next month, selling books together. But I have bought, I don't know, probably 15 or 20 books from him at this point. And then we have a biography of George Washington. Again, nice leather binding on that one, really nice condition. The True George Washington by Paul Leicester Ford, 1909. Don't remember if this one was illustrated. It looks like it has several illustrations in there. Just going to flip through it quick for you, but a really great leather binding on that George Washington biography. Again, rugged crosswear books. Definitely worth checking out his items. Looks like this next one came from the UK. So let's see what we got in here. Can everyone hear me all right? I hope the sound is good. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday afternoon. I might make this every Tuesday event. Of course, I do have a very big project coming up. I'm working on acquiring a huge consignment deal. So that is going to keep me busy for probably a couple months. I should be receiving 10 pallets of books later this week. So that is very exciting. Looking forward to that. All right, it's a big book. I assume it's a Bible. Oh, what does that say? With very best wishes. They even give me a card. Well, thank you card, I assume. Nice little extra touch. Beautiful little floral card. Dear Mr. Gentleman, thanks. With very best wishes from very near Kent. Okay, someone from the UK near the city of Kent. Very cool. Oh, no, this is not a Bible. Holy buckets, I didn't know this one arrived. I'm very excited. Holy buckets, this is crazy. I'm so excited for this one. A Midsummer's Night Dream, illustrated by W. Heath Robinson, and this is just the slipcase. Crazy fancy leather slipcase. Wow, I'm so excited about this one. I can't even tell ya. All right, it's wrapped up nice and neatly with tissue paper. Dang, I thought I was still waiting for this one to arrive. But it is here. Beautiful vellum book. And again, I mean, this one wasn't cheap, but if you had the book and you wanted to pay someone to build you a slipcase like this, I think it'd be probably a couple $100 to build that slipcase. So I'm very excited. Hey, Josh, welcome. Glad you could make it to my live. So yeah, Midsummer's Night Dream. Beautiful leather book with crazy fancy slipcase. Honestly, that slipcase is spectacular. Shakespeare's comedy, A Midsummer's Night Dream, with illustrated by W. Heath Robinson, published in 1914. I think there's a limitation page on this one somewhere. There we go. This is limited edition number 244 of 250 copies, signed by the illustrator. Very cool limited edition. Great color artwork in this one. And again, very nice condition, great artwork. I think there's more color plates. Yep, there's a color plate. Dang, I'm excited about this book. That's the thing about buying books on eBay is you don't really, the pictures do not do this one justice. Show you a couple more of the color plates. Again, signed by the illustrator, limited edition of 250 copies printed. I'm going to show you. Okay. So crazy, incredible vellum binding on that one. I mean, near fine condition, really nice. A Midsummer's Night Dream by Shakespeare. And again, with the insanely fancy, beautiful leather slipcase, or clamshell case, rather. Not a slipcase. It is a clamshell case because you open it up like a clam and stick it in there. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this book. Dang. I bought this one on eBay from the UK. It wasn't cheap, but it was worth every single penny. Wow. It's going to be tough to beat that one. That is the hardest part about being a bookseller is how do I sell a book like that? It's very difficult for me to sell something like that. But I got bills to pay, so for the right price, I suppose I will let it go. Oh, come on, packing peanuts, don't make a mess on me. Let's see if I can get these out without spilling packing peanuts all over the floor. There we go. We did it. We did it. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. It's nice and toasty here in Wisconsin. All right, what do we got? I think this is like 10 miscellaneous books. Letters from Abroad. I don't know if the other volume, but this one is hiding in here somewhere. Might be in the other bag. Letters from Abroad to Kindred at Home. This is volume 1, published in 1841. Let's see, Portsmouth, Southampton, London, Wiesbaden, Frankfurt, Geneva. So it looks like someone was doing a little bit of traveling in Europe. To Cuba and Back, A Vacation Voyage by Richard Henry Dana, 1859. Not the nicest of condition, but it's okay. It'll be up for auction for 99 cents, so you might get a deal. Through Masai Land. A journey of exploration among the snow-clad volcanic mountains and strange tribes of eastern equatorial Africa by Joseph Thomson. See if there's a date on this one. Nope, I don't see a date, but I would guess that's 1890s. Looks like it is illustrated as well. Cool book on travel in Africa. Equatorial America. Dang, look at the price on that one. Someone paid $125 for that one. Not me, and hopefully not you if you decide you want it. Equatorial America, descriptive of a visit to St. Thomas, Martinique, Barbados, and the principal capitals of South America by Maturin M. Ballou, 1892. Josh, let's see what Josh has to say. Oh, the Masai people. Is that how you say it? Masai? I'm really not sure. Here we have Livingston's Last Journals. The Last Journals of David Livingstone in Central Africa by Horace Waller, 1875. Cool book on travel in Africa. Well, I guess this was a travel-related book lot. I really don't remember. My brain is a little bit fried. It's been a busy week. And I think things are only going to get crazier here the next couple weeks. But I am excited to show off the catalogs that I gave you a little preview of earlier in this video. And I'm going to post the whole video that I made. I made a 25 video showing off all the catalogs. So I'll probably post that. Oh, here's the other Letters from Abroad, Volume 2. So I do got 1841 Letters from Abroad, Volume 1 and 2. We got Mungo Park. He was a African explorer. Mungo Park and the Niger. No date, but I would guess that one's 1890s. And there is a map. Very cool. I'll show you the map. The Gulf of Guinea. And it looks like there's some illustrations in this one as well. Very nice book on Mungo Park. The New El Dorado, A Summer Trip to Alaska. Cool old book on Alaska. The New El Dorado, A Summer Journey to Alaska by Maturin and Ballou again, 1890. Let's see, it looks like we got another Henry M. Stanley book. Oh, no, this is Stanley Livingston Expedition. Explorations in Africa by Dr. David Livingston and others, giving a full account of the Stanley Livingston expedition of search. This one is edited by L.D. Ingersoll, 1872. Let's see if it's illustrated. Yep, it is illustrated as well. Lots of great illustrations of African culture and travel and wildlife and hunting and safaris, all that fun stuff. And last one for this box, Stanley and Africa. That's a big one. Big book on Stanley and Africa. I'll pull out one catalog to show you quick. So here is a Chicago Mail Order Company catalog. This one is from Fall and Winter, 1931, 1932. Again, really cool. Flapper fashions. The male fashions were always in the back, so we'll have to work our way to the front. There you go. We're getting into the dresses and the shoes. Looks like we got some color catalog pages as well. You got the shaving and cosmetic stuff. You got jewelry and pocket watches, handkerchiefs, hair products, and more cosmetics. Got the hosiery and socks, dresses and kids' clothing. There we go. We got the flapper era. I think that's flapper era. Was that 1920s, 1930s, I think, flappers? There's lots of great hat illustrations as well. Again, this one is 1931 to 1932. Again, thousands of illustrations in this catalog. Let's see how many pages it is. 336 pages, completely chock full of fashion and dress. And these all, I think I'm going to save a few of these catalogs for the store, but the rest will be up on eBay probably in 2 weeks. Very excited about those. All right, on with the online purchases. All right, back to it. Sorry for the little delay. All right, shrink wrapped and bubble wrapped and paper wrapped. This one is very secure. Does that mean it's a good book? I hope so. Okay, not the most exciting book. Someone went a little overkill on packaging, but that's okay. Ancient Times, A History of the Early World by James M. Breasted. He was, I don't know if you'd consider him an archaeologist or ancient historian. Ancient Times, A History of the Early World by, let's see, An Introduction to the Study of Ancient History and the Career of Early Man by James Henry Breasted. Just a cool book on ancient history. Hundreds of illustrations in this one. It's been a long time since I've sold a copy of this, but it's a great book on ancient history. Tons of illustrations and hieroglyphics, illustrations of ancient ruins and monuments and maps. There's quite a few maps in this one as well. Great book. I got a song in my head right now. All right, here's a little bundle of simple matching decorative books. Not the most exciting binding, but it kind of has a leafy nature design. We got The Crown of Wild Olive by Ruskin. We got Seven Laps Architecture by Ruskin. Walden by Thoreau. I don't know if these are dated, but they're definitely early 1900s. Turn of the century. Walden or Life in the Woods by Henry David Thoreau. 1899. So actually, yes, definitely turn of the century. Sartor Resartus by Thomas Carlyle. The Light of Asia by Arnold. Not sure which Arnold. Sir Edwin Arnold. Okay. The Light of Asia or The Great Renunciation. I'm not sure about that one. Emerson's Essays, second series. And we got another Emerson. We got Nature by Emerson. Let's see if this one has a date as well. Nope, no date on that one, but circa 1890s or 1900-ish. All right, oh, and another thank you note. Dang, these sellers go way above and beyond. Thanks to Kent. Thank you, Mike. Okay, you're welcome, Mike. Thank you for the book. Let's see, what is it? Yellow Pine Basin by Henry G. Catlin. I think this one's actually kind of, I don't remember. I think this one's hard to find. The Story of a Prospector by Henry G. Catlin, 1897. Let's see, of this now fast closing century, a picturesque and distinctively American character has been the prospector. The discovery of gold in California awoke in their descendants something of that old ardor which 200 or more years ago animated the early commerce to North America. That ain't no bedrock, bud. It is all there seems to be. Well, pan her out and let's see how she prospects. I don't think you're raise a color. Okay, cool. It's like a cool novel on gold mining, prospecting for gold. I would assume out west. All right, looks like we got a nice copy of Dr. Chase's Recipes. I am constantly buying copies of this. Dr. Chase's Recipes. It is an old edition. I don't know if this one's 1870s. We'll check here. But it looks like someone did some nice repair, solidifying the covers, and then a new spine, put on a professional rebind on this one. Honestly, someone probably spent probably $50 to have this book repaired, and I think that's more than I paid for it. Dr. Chase's Recipes, or Information for Everybody, an invaluable collection of about 800 practical recipes for merchants, grocers, saloon keepers, physicians, druggists, tanners, shoemakers, harness makers, painters, jewelers, blacksmiths, tinners, gunsmiths, farriers, barbers, bakers, dyers, renovators, farmers, and families generally, etc., 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 by Abe W. Chase, 1867. So a cool, slightly post-Civil War era cookbook. And I mean, so I think the biggest section in this one is the medical department. That's definitely, there's maybe 120 to 150 pages on the medical department. What do we got? We got ringworm, We got balsams. We got artificial skin. We got smallpox. So there's a huge medical department in the middle of this book. And then at the beginning, we got the saloon department, which looks like you got all the different ways of making beer. Root beer, spruce or aromatic beer, lemon beer. We got lemonade. We got cream soda. We got pineapple. We got apple cider, how to make apple cider. Patent gas beer. I think there's some stuff on hard alcohol and making different wines. Then we also got yeast cake and ice cream and wines. Here we go, the wines. We got currant, cherry, or other berry wines. We got rhubarb wine, tomato wine, etc., etc., etc. And then you go back, you got the farrier department, how to deal with horse colic, ringbone, bots. So there's tons of stuff on the farming and household aspect, the medical aspect, and then like kind of science recipes on paints and dyes and how to deal with rodents and insects. Let's see, we got the farriers department, we got the barbers and toilet department, hair oils, kind of the cosmetic recipes, and then you do have the bakers and cooking department. Got all the different kinds of cakes and desserts there. Pretty cool. This is definitely one of my favorite cookbooks. Again, 1867. Pretty cool. Canning fruits. Strawberries are so juicy and have such a tendency to fermentation that it is almost impossible to keep them. I have found it absolutely so until I've adopted the plan of using the amount of sugar above named. If others can with less, they can benefit the public by telling me how they do it. Pretty cool book on, not just, it is Dr. Chase's recipes, information for everybody. So there is plenty of stuff on cooking and household recipes, but then also, like I said, medical, farming, veterinary, gardening, all that stuff. All right. I can't tell you how many copies of that one I've sold in the last 10 years here. I probably sell, I don't know, well over a dozen copies a year. And again, a nice 1867 edition might sell for anywhere from 30 to 150. Here's a postcard. I like collecting postcards. This is an RPPC of real photo postcard related to books, especially if you can like read the title of a book. I like matching them out. This is just a bunch of students studying in a library, and I like the library shelving. I thought that was an interesting aspect of this one. So yeah, just a group of students studying in the library. Pretty neat. I do have a video that I posted probably a month ago of me showing off my collection of postcards. So if you want to check that out, check out my other videos and you can find that one. All right, on to more books. Feel free to throw some comments down there if you got any questions or just want to say hi. Hit the like button. Definitely appreciate that. Oh, Old Scrolls Books. Okay, so I had, what was her name? Catherine? Yeah, Catherine from Old Scrolls Bookshop. She's out of New York. She is out of Stanley, New York. She stopped into my bookstore. I think she was heading to the Twin Cities or somewhere in Minnesota. She was on a little road trip. And she was telling me about her bookstore, so I checked out her website quick and found a book. So she bought a box of books, and then I found one book to do a little wheeling dealing with her. So this is the book that I found on her website. I'm really excited about it. Again, check out Old Scrolls Bookshop. I think they do have a huge inventory online. And if you're in New York, check it out. Let's see, Charles. How is the book world treating me? Pretty good, Charles. Busy. Charles, I got to tell you about a consignment deal I'm working on right now. I will hopefully be getting 5 pallets of books later this week, and then another 5 pallets of books hopefully coming early next week. They're on their way from Indiana, so definitely going to be extremely busy. I think it's going to be about 2 months worth of work, but I'm very excited about it. So this one is End of an Ancient Mariner. And check out that front cover. I think this cover design is probably really hard to find. I don't even know what it's about. If it's a murder mystery, it's some sort of mystery. That cover is killer. This one will probably be in the bookstore. I suppose you can reach out if you want a price. Send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and I can get you a price on it. But I think this one's going to be extremely easy to sell. End of an Ancient Mariner by G.D.H. and Margaret Cole, published in 1934 by the Crime Club, Inc. Let's see. Sudden death. Enter the police. The end. Missing a father. Philip gets some shocks, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, I assume it's a murder mystery. And again, that front cover is killer, killer, killer on that one. Oh wow, Charles, a tree fell on your house. That's definitely will throw a curveball in your day and your week. How's everything else? I didn't make it down to the flea market. I was gonna, but Sunday's my day off, so didn't feel like leaving the store. Have you been to any good auctions the last few weeks here, Charles? All right, here's another nice little set of matching Pretty Little bindings. Edwardian era, kind of Art Nouveau. We have Idols of the King by Lord Alfred Tennyson. Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. Again, pretty nice little Art Nouveau designs on those. The Chimes by Charles Dickens. Attic Philosopher in Paris by Sylvester. Not sure who that author is. We got The Christian Year by Keble. Again, I don't know who that author is. And Try Again by Optic. Is that Oliver Optic? Yes, it is Oliver Optic. I think that's his pseudonym, though. All right, next box. Moving on. Actually, tell you what I wanted. I'll show you another catalog. Little intermission. So yesterday, I went to look at a collection of little golden books, which I didn't end up buying. A local woman had probably 12 to 1,500 little golden books. It was a very impressive collection. We couldn't quite agree on a price, and I wasn't overly looking forward to the project of dealing with 1,200 little golden books. But she did have a bunch. She had a big pile of maybe 20 catalogs from the 1920s to the 1990s. There's one from 1993, so kind of modern vintage, I guess. But then there was also some great old ones. So like here is a National Bellas Hess Company out of New York City. This is the Spring and Summer catalog, 1929. Not the best condition, but it is, what would that be? 70, that would be 90 years old, I think. So we can be a little forgiving for a 90-year-old paper catalog. And again, I think this one is mostly fashion. Looks like you do have some sheets and laundry type stuff, drapes. Got the men's raincoats and the flannel. You got the little boy suits. Oh, you got the little baby clothes. Women's hosiery and lingerie. You got men's undergarments and socks. Very 1920s style illustrations. You got the shoes. You got the hats. There's a bunch of pages of hats. Very flapper-esque hats. You got the jewelry and watches. You got the fountain pens. You got the young ladies' dresses. You got the little luggage boxes. It's like you got getting into the women's fashion and fur coats. Again, very flapper style, 1920s. Very distinct style of design. So yeah, I'm really excited about these. These will mostly be on eBay, probably in about 2 weeks. See what Charles has to say. Business is doing well. Flea market was insanely busy. Currently working on 7 days a week, so mostly online bidding only. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I'm very thankful to have for the store to officially be closed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm almost always here working those days, but it's nice to have the option to be off a few days a week. But yeah, if anyone is in Wisconsin, definitely check out Charles Taylor. He has an antique store in Hickston. Uh, what is the official name now? Is it Back to the Peddler's Wife? Or is it the Village Peddler, I believe. Check it out on Facebook. Is it the Village Peddler, Charles? Ooh, I'm excited. I get to reuse these bubble mailers. Free shipping supplies. Love me some free shipping supplies. All right, so this is a collection of Tarzan books. If you haven't guessed already, we got a nice copy of The Mad King, Tarzan the Untamed, Tarzan and the Jewels of Opar, The Warlords of Mars, and Cave Girl by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Pretty nice, respectable copies. Pretty nice and clean. The Village Peddler of Hickston. Okay. Check out The Village Peddler of Hickston on Facebook and Instagram. Yep, you're new on Instagram, I think, Charles. Tarzan the Untamed. When are you going to start a YouTube channel, Charles? That's your next project. I know you're too busy as is, but you need to start a YouTube channel. The Warlords of Mars. It seems like the more sci-fi titles, Edgar Rice Burroughs, are doing much better for me than the Tarzan. The Tarzan kind of... I don't know if they've fallen out of popularity, but they're not as great as the other sci-fi titles. And actually, I think I've just been working on listing a bunch of Edgar Rice Burroughs books. I don't know if there's any on eBay right now. There definitely will be in the next few days here. I'm eBay seller Animal at 52 if you want to check out my online items. I have some pretty great quality stuff up. I'm trying to think. Got a few really big Bibles. We got a Robert E. Lee biography set. We got a bunch of signed Easton Press books. A lot of the first editions that are limited edition as well, with the certificates of authenticity. Those are pretty great. What else? What else? I always have old medical books and science books and geology books. Cookbooks. Let's see. What do I got? Charles Dickens, Edgar. Yeah, there is a bunch of Edgar Rice Burroughs. It looks like 10 of them at least. Ooh, I do have a bunch of facsimile first editions. I'll show you quick. So this wall is my eBay listings. It's a little bit unorganized at the moment. Let's see, where are we? I think these are the ones ending tomorrow night, maybe. We got some cool mechanical and manufacturing type books. We got an Easton Press Bible. We got some Annie Johnson books. We got some Chronicles of Canada. We got some Pretty Little Bindings. We got some G.A. Henty. We got Arabian Nights. G.A. Henty. I think Thursday night, we got a bunch of facsimile first editions. Those are great. We got a big leather Bible there. We got some German fine bindings. Then looks like we got some Edgar Rice Burroughs. I think either going to be Thursday or Friday. We got some Carolyn Keene. Messages and Papers of the Confederacy. We got a couple really nice anatomy set. We got a nice religious set. We got a Rubaiyat. We got a Life of William Eaton. He was a Revolutionary War general, I believe. Got a couple Civil War books, bunch of Civil War books, and then we got some Dickens, some more Tarzan, Edgar Rice Burroughs. There's the signed Easton Press ones up there. Those are all signed. Some of them are first edition. Some of them are new in the original shrink wrap. We got some Golden Bow cult books. We got this Robert E. Lee set. We got that beautiful big leather Bible. Looks like there's some more signed Easton Press books. There's some Sir Walter Scott, some medical books. This is a really great 1864 Civil War era medical book, The American Dispensatory. That's kind of a pharmacy type book. There's another anatomy set. Some Jules Verne. We got a really, really nice Dante's Inferno. That one sold a couple months ago, but the buyer didn't pay. So I think that was like $150, but the buyer didn't pay, so I'm running it again. You might get a little better deal if you want to bid on it this time. So yeah, back to work, back to showing you what the new upcoming auctions. All right, what do we got? We got Jungle Tales of Tarzan, The Beast of Tarzan, Tarzan and the Lost Island, and The Mucker. Some of these are a little worn, but not bad. Not bad. Nice little thank you note. You were welcome, seller. Appreciate you. I think this is just a random lot of miscellaneous books. I do have a tendency to buy book lots. It is tough finding lots of books where they're all decent quality. A lot of times there's some junk mixed in. Okay, there we go. We have the Franklin Written Arithmetic. That one looks very junky. There's one dud. We got the Library of Travel in the Levane. That one's half junk, I would say. The New Health Science. I'm excited. I think this is one of the better ones. Yep, Charles. Definitely lots of people that accidentally bid, and or a lot of times you'll message them about paying and they don't respond. So definitely less than ideal. The New Health Science, The Art of Positivism and Psychic Laws of Healing. This one's really cool. Dust Jacket's a little battered, but I think this one's pretty hard to find, especially the book is in spectacular condition. Again, Dust Jacket's a little bit worn. Definitely need to figure out how to get Mylar jackets to clean up a dust jacket like that and protect it. A dust jacket will not survive as is, but that one's great. The Care of the Foot. Cool. What is it? Podiatrist. The Care of the Foot, a practical textbook of chiropody, I don't know, and general care of the foot by William A. Woodbury, 1915. Ooh, there we go. We got some pharmacy recipes to taking care of your foot and your foot fungus. Okay, removal of the callous skin. Don't do this at home. The toe expander. Very interesting. Not sure what exactly. I guess that is for. We got the foot bath. Got some stuff on the arch of the foot. Wow, $5,000. Holy buckets. That was a unfortunate accident. Written in Dust. I think that one's kind of a dud. Library of Oratory. That one might be able to sell that to a decorative book designer kind of guy. Tom Brown of Oxford again. Pretty ugly condition, but maybe a decorative designer will buy that. We got George Eliot works. We got a couple different volumes. Why the heck did I buy these? Oh, I really like the health book, the new health book. Let's see, this one's missing the spine selections from Ovid, 1890. That one's kind of a dud. Heroes and Hero Worship by Carlyle. There was kind of a nice mythology type book. Business Law. Not too exciting. And then another, we got another George Eliot. So we got volume 1 and 2 of Mill on the Floss. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more boxes to go, and I'm calling it a day. Oh, what a night. Actually, I am excited. I bought a new smartwatch, like a fitness tracker watch. It's a Garmin, so I still need to get that out of the box and figure out, get that thing working. Tracking my steps and my runs and whatnot. Trying to be a little more healthy this summer. Oh, what a night. Alright, there we go. We got them all out without making a mess of the packing peanuts. Alright, so this is a set of British theater. I think it's missing some volumes. Nice leather books. Great gilded page edges. I like that. Looks like there's some sort of burnware there along the top edge. British plays, a collection of plays, blah, 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 blah. This one has The Orphan, Venice Preserved, Conscious Lovers, Revenge, and Beggar's Opera. The reason I bought these, most of the titles aren't too exciting, but I do believe, see, nothing. We got Busybody, Wonder, Bold Stroke for a Wife, George Barnwell, and Fatal Curiosity. Again, these are 1808, so pretty cool being that early. And I think there's some that have Shakespeare titles, so if you can find some with Shakespeare titles, that's a little more saleable than some of the other authors that will show up in these British theater books. The kind of a compilation. Each one, I think, has 5 stories by different authors. I thought some of these had Shakespeare stories. I sure hope so. Could be wrong. Been wrong before. All right, let's keep checking. Oh, here we go. Shakespeare. We got Coriolanus, Othello, Tempest, Twelfth Night, and Every Man in His Humor. Don't think that last one is. Again, 1808. Let's see. Every Man in His Humor. That's by Ben Jonson. But obviously, I do believe all the other titles are Shakespeare titles. So we got The Tempest. Got the nice, I think each of them have a frontispiece plate. Otherwise, I don't think they have any illustrations. Let's see, where's the title page for Tempest? The Tempest or The Enchanted Island, a play by William Shakespeare. Again, 1808. Yikes, looks like that one's a little bit worn, unfortunately. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Let's see, King Lear, Sibylline, Macbeth, Julius Caesar, and Anthony and Cleopatra. So again, another 1808 British theater book with Shakespeare. Darn it, that front cover hinge. It's not ideal. Not ideal. As You Like It, Merry Wives of Windsor, King Henry VIII, Measure for Measure, and Winter's Tale. Again, 1808. Darn. A lot of these front cover hinges are a little on the sketchy side. But I guess pretty cool for being 1808 Shakespeare. Comedy of Errors, Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, King John, and King Richard III. Again, Shakespeare. Those are all British Shakespeare titles in that one. Though the ones with other authors, authors from that similar 18th century authors, I guess, aren't quite as exciting. Way to Get Married, Cure for the Heartache, Speed the Plow, School of Reform, and Honeymoon, again, 1808. I'm not even sure of these other titles or the authors, but let's take a quick look. The Way to Get Married, a comedy by Thomas Morton. But nonetheless, cool 1808 books. I think this set is missing some of the volumes. Which I do, like, that's a main part of my business is I like buying partial sets because there's all kinds of people that would just want an odd volume with some of the different titles or some of the Shakespeare ones. So I don't feel as bad busting up a set if it's missing a bunch of titles. Again, great. Some of these are in decent condition. The gilding is extra nice on these. I like that. All right, you get the point. Oh, what a night. All right, 4 more boxes. Darn it. No padding in that box or that bubble mailer. Got a nice Victorian era Whittier poetical works. Let me see. Let me show you another catalog. So here's a Sears Christmas catalog, 1964. The Christmas catalogs always do so much better. Look at the back. We got your automatic washer and dryer combo. You can get it in the brown, the baby blue, or the white. Again, 1964. There's probably some of those still surviving. There we go. We got the 1960s fashion. Check out those coats. Very stylish. And the sweaters. Got the kids' clothes. We got the shoes and the flannels. We got the socks. Oh, there we go. We got the power toothbrushes and the power hairbrush. Wow, that's fancy. Don't know if those survived. You got some irons and some laundry stuff. We got tools and camping stuff, hunting and fishing, roller skates, chocolates, Christmas decorations. Ooh, we're getting into the toys. That's why people love these catalogs, is the toys. Check it out. The steam engines. Those are pretty cool. There's a bunch of them. Have the, what do you call these? Slot car and train sets. G.I. Joe, very cool. So this is a 1964 catalog with the G.I. Joe toys. Very cool 1960s G.I. Joe. I think there's a few pages. Yep, here we go. We got the G.I. Joe Action Pilot. We got Stony. We got the G.I. Joe Action Sailor. We got the G.I. Joe Tank. Let's see. It looks like that's it for G.I. Joe. There we go. How many of you guys remember these? It is cool. You can still find tons of this stuff at auctions and garage sales. Like, these metal toys are highly collectible today. There we go. We got some of the cool, like some of that. Look at that, the bazooka. I think there's a bazooka like that on Pawn Stars a few years ago. Again, lots of great kids' toys. You got the sleds. Got the bikes, classic bikes. Teddy bears, rocking horses, costumes, pool tables, kids' games, books. I was checking out the books in one of these catalogs earlier. We got Nancy Drew, Cherry Ames, Bobbsey Twins, Barbie books, kids' musical instruments, kids' record players, and looks like some furniture, some nursery room furniture. Lots of kids' tea sets and more dolls and Barbie. Oh, we're getting into Barbie. Barbie loves elegance. Barbie dresses up. Ken and Barbie on campus. Ken and Barbie outdoors. You got the Ken and Barbie speedboat. Where's the RV? Barbie Campus by Mattel. Meet Barbie's sister, Skipper. I didn't know Barbie had a skipper. We got Miss Barbie. And then we got some other baby dolls. Pretty cool. 1964 Sears Christmas catalog. I like that one. All right, 3 more boxes, and I think I got 1 more catalog to show you. And then I think I'm going to be done. Well, I do have to clean up the mess on the floor after making this video. And then I'm done. All right, let's see what we got. We got the Apocalypse of St. John. So cool, religious book. Again, anything with the word apocalypse or prophecy seems to do very well for me. The Apocalypse of St. John, the Greek text with introduction notes and indices by Henry Barclay Sweet, 1911. There you go. That's pretty cool with the Greek text and then some translations and notes as well. Very nice. Very nice. All right, 2 more. 2 more. Oh yeah, another bubble mailer I get to reuse. Nice, clean bubble mailer. I go through a lot of bubble mailers, probably 10 to 20 a day. Maybe not quite that. Well, probably 10 to 15 a day. Definitely have some days I use a lot more. The Revolt of Angels by Anatole France, or Anatoly France, however you want to say it. It is Français. It is French. I really like this book. This one's from the 1920s. I think it was written earlier than that, but this one's 1924. Really great. I mean, check out the end papers. Beautiful decorative end papers. I like that front cover design. Very Art Deco. Let me see if I can find you some of the illustrations inside as well. The illustrations inside are very whimsical and magical and occulty. There you go. Check out that one. That one's pretty scary. With the little demon usher boy. Not sure if that's Cupid or who that is. Let's see. Again, very whimsical. Great one. That one, you used to be able to buy copies of that one for 25 to 40 bucks. Now, I think in the last couple months here, I've sold probably 2 copies, and I think I have one going up on eBay very soon, and now they're going to run you like 75 to 150. So they are not cheap anymore. The market has changed. Good and bad for me, because now it's tough for me to find decent deals. But then on the same side, I get much more for my copies, so that's kind of nice. Oh, what night. Dang, lots of packing peanuts in today's purchases. Right here we got the American Statesman. Again, this is a partial set. We got the 2-volume Abe Lincoln. We got the Martin Van Buren and Thomas H. Benton. Lots of great founding fathers and presidents and other statesmen, senators, and governors. We got John Randolph, we got Andrew Jackson, Charles Sumner, and Lewis Cass. Oh, what a night. All right, we got 2-volume Life of Henry Clay. We got Daniel Webster and John C. Calhoun. All right, last bundle. Then I do want to show you one more catalog, and I want to show that Shakespeare book again. That one's extra special. So excited about that one. All right, last 3 of the American Statesman volume. I think this would have been from either a 30 or 40 volume set, so it's definitely lacking. We got Thaddeus Stevens, William H. Seward, and Charles Francis Adams. So yeah, that's that. Now, I want to show this one off again, and I want to show a catalog, and then I'm going to call it a day. We got A Midsummer's Dream by William Shakespeare, illustrated by W. Heath Robinson. And this book is absolutely incredible. This is just the clamshell case. Extra fancy. I mean, just spectacular condition. And then the book, we have a beautiful vellum book inside. I mean, just immaculate condition. So clean. Unbelievably clean. Shakespeare's Comedy of A Midsummer's Night Dream with illustrations by W.H. Robinson. That's published in 1914. You got the beautiful color artwork, the color plates. And then even extra special, this edition is limited to 250 copies. This is number 244 of 250 copies, and it is signed by W. Heath Robinson. Again, great illustrations and artwork. So you got the black and white illustrations and also the color plates as well. See if I can show you a couple of the color plates. And again, really high quality binding, really high quality paper. Well, let's see if I can find you some of the illustrations. There we go. There's one of the color plates. Again, beautiful artwork, beautiful binding, beautiful clamshell case, and signed limited edition. Stunning. I'm so excited about that one. All right, I'll show you one last catalog that I have set aside to show off. This is the M.W. Savage Company, Chicago, Illinois, fall and winter 1928 to 1929. Not perfect condition, but not horrible for being 90 years old, over 90 years old. Again, it looks like, you got horse tack in this one. Horse tack and tools and chicken feeders, poultry supplies. And someone is calling me. Don't know who that is. I will have to ignore it. More tools and automotive stuff. We got the automotive supplies in this one. You got hunting and trapping and fishing. You got paint supplies. You got furnaces and heaters. You got cooking stoves, more tools, lamps, cookware, dinnerware, baby supplies, cribs, furniture, rugs, curtains, baby clothes. Looks like sports and game stuff. You got razors and shaving stuff. You got more automotive stuff. Or these are for radios. That's pretty cool. Is there any houses? Nope, I don't think I saw any houses in any of these catalogs. You got cameras and school supplies, fountain pens, more furniture, Looks like you got dresses and fabrics, linens and gloves and jackets and socks and hosiery. Getting into the underwear and the kids' suits and shirts and suits and gloves again. Got the men's coats, you got the men's boots, you got the women's boots, women's shoes and heels. Got the hats. There's a bunch of pages of different hats. Again, this one is from fall and winter 1928 to 1929. So 1920s into the 30s fashion, I suppose. Fairly similar to this. All right, again, some of these will be up on eBay. Some of them will be here at the local bookstore. Yeah, some of the Sears ones I do remember had like model houses that you could buy. Those are pretty cool. All right, well, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to call it a night. Feel free to hit that like button before you go.